Hey guys, I'm Jamie Adcock, also known as the Running Diva Mom. I'm a running coach and personal trainer for women with a boutique fitness studio located in the Madison, Wisconsin area. Today I'm going to demonstrate a great hamstring routine, which is great for runners to strengthen and stretch the hamstrings. So we're going to work on the posterior chain of the lower body, which will also help stretch out the back. So I'm going to get started. Standing. Everything today we're going to do is just using our body weight. You don't need any extra equipment or resistance. So let's get started. So we're going to start with a Frankenstein movement, stretching out the hamstrings from a standing position. Feet are hip width apart, toes in front of the heels, arms are out parallel to the ground. We're going to squat and kick. Squat and kick, bringing the opposite foot to the opposite hand. Belly button into the spine. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Stretching out the hamstrings, foot flexed. Nice squat, knees over the heels. Give me two more each side. Last one each side. And now we're going to further stretch out the hamstrings. We're going to step apart, kick with the opposite foot, cross. Feet flat and cross as much as you can. And now try and tap the toes. And come up. Apart, kick, cross, feet flat. Come down through the heels, tap the toes, back up through the heels. Again, kick, cross, tap, up, apart, kick, cross, tap, and up. Two more each side. Working on our balance and coordination here as well. Last one each side. Step, kick, cross, down through the heels, up through the heels, last one. Down through the heels, big breath out as you come up. Now we're going to go into an alternating T stance. We're going to work on our balance. We're going to start with the right foot first. So we're going to plant the right foot, left foot is going to come behind us. Now, keep a soft bend in the planted leg as we bring the opposite heel up towards the ceiling. Find a focal point. Work on your balance, drawing the belly button into the spine. And come back to center. Now we're going to repeat on the same side. Pushing through that planted heel. Come back to center. Now we're going to try and intensify that movement and that stretch as we reach with the opposite foot to the ground. Try to touch the toe. Intensify that movement in the glute. And again, opposite hand towards opposite foot. Flexing that elevated foot. Give me three more on this side. Back to center. Two more on this side. Soft bend in the knee. Last one. Should really be feeling it now. And relax. Now we're going to switch sides. Start with two, just alternating T stance. Soft bend in the knee, chest forward, heel to the ceiling. Find your focal point and come back to center. Try to get that back as flat as you can, parallel to your mat and your floor. Now, we're going to try to reach opposite hand down to the foot or the floor. Should really intensify that movement for you. Push through the heel, soft bend in the knee. And again. Flexing that foot that's coming up to the ceiling. One side is most likely more difficult than the other. This is my more difficult side, which I really have to work on a lot more. Last one. And come back to center and relax. Now we're going to go into crossover toe touches. Feet nice and wide, toes in front of the heels, hips facing me, arms out to the side. And we're going to have a soft bend in the knees as we're going to reach opposite hand towards opposite toes. Opposite hand towards opposite toes. Soft bend in the knees, pushing through the heel. Five more each side. Four more each side. Three. Get as low as you can. Two. Last one each side. Now we're going to go into some lateral lunges. So we're going to come nice and wide to the side, knee over that planted heel, push back to center, and switch, and back to center. One more each side, and then we're adding the arms. Push back to center through the planted foot. Now, reach across the body to that moving foot. And again, the other side. Toe in front of the heel, knee over the heel. Five more each side. Four more each side. Three more. Push back to center. Switch. Push back to center. Two more each side. Toe in front of the heel. Heel right under the knee. Give me one more each side. Reach that foot. Back to center. And switch. And relax. Now we're going to go to the mat. We're going to do fire hydrants. And then we're going to add a leg extension out to the side, which is really going to intense that movement into the hamstrings. So we're going to start in a quadruped position. Shoulders over the back of the palms. Knees wide under the hips. So with a fire hydrant, we're going to bring our right knee out to the side so that the thighs are parallel to the ground. And bring the knee back down. And repeat. Now we're going to add a leg extension. We're going to elevate, flex, extend, bend, and lower. Again, elevate, flex, bend, lower. Four more. Flex, bend, lower. Three more. Elevate, flex, bend, lower. Two more. Flex and extend, bend, lower. One more. Flex, bend, and lower. Now while you're doing that, make sure that your hips are squared up with the mat and that planted hip does not move from the planted knee. That's going to work the core here as well. So now we're going to switch to the other side. Let's do two fire hydrants with the left and back to center, knees wide. And repeat. And back to center. Now we're going to elevate and extend with the left knee. Extend the left foot. Bend and lower. Elevate. Flex and extend. Bend and lower. Give me five more. Elevate. Flex and extend. Bend and lower. Four more, keeping that right hip over the right knee. This is going to open up that hip too, obviously. Two more. Extend and flex. Bend and lower. One more. Elevate. Flex and extend. Bend and lower. Now we're going to go to on our back on the mat. Single leg glute bridges with our leg extended in a similar position but straight up to the ceiling. So I'm gonna bend my left leg, left heel is underneath the left knee, fingertips towards the heels. Now, I'm gonna extend my right leg, flex the right foot, and then I'm gonna elevate that up towards the ceiling, soft bend in the knee, so it should feel like you're pushing towards your ceiling. Now, we're gonna do a single leg glute bridge, pushing through the left heel and the palms, and extending the hips straight up and high, intensifying that stretch in the hamstring, and then come straight back down with the rear. Hips up, push up, and come down. Again, hips up, push up, come straight down. Don't let the hips go side to side. They should go straight up to the ceiling, and then come down to the ground. Push that foot to the ceiling, and come to the ground. 5 more on this side. 5, relax. 4, relax. 3, relax. 2, relax. Last one, and relax down on the mat. Bend both knees, plant the right heel. We're gonna extend the left leg, flex the left foot, and we're gonna elevate up to the ceiling, soft bend in the knees, push through that right heel into the floor as well as your palms, and extend the hips straight up and come down. Straight up and come down. You should feel it in the posterior chain, a little bit in the core, not so much in the quads. Push through that planted heel. Check your foot, push straight up and come down. Extend the hips straight up and down. 4 more. Breathe out. 3 more. Breathe out. 2, don't let those hips move side to side. Last one, and relax. Now we're gonna do a hamstring stretch to finish out this routine. So we're gonna bend, keep the left leg bent, extend the right leg and point the toes on that foot. Now we're gonna elevate the legs so that the thighs are parallel to each other, and then wrap your hands around the back of that thigh. Tuck the belly button into the spine, shoulders back, relax the neck. Great introduction to this hamstring stretch. Now, we're gonna lay all the way back on the floor, relaxing the head, neck, and shoulders. Bringing the foot up over the hips, soft bend in the knees. Now, push the knee away from you. You can also do this with a towel, wrapping it around the bottom of the foot. If it's too hard for you to reach and grab around the legs here. And now we're gonna point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. 1 more, point, flex. Now hold that stretch, push the knee away, and then pull the knee towards you. Push the lower back into the mat. This should not hurt. Feel a pretty intense stretch here, but it should not hurt. If it does, then lower the leg a little bit more towards the ground. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go and release that to the ground. Bend that leg, bring the heel to the rear, extend the other leg, point the toes, and then elevate the thighs so they're parallel. Head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Start that stretch here. Moderate stretch, working the core a little bit here, belly button into the spine, relax the neck. Now we're gonna lay all the way back, flex the foot, bring that foot up towards the ceiling and over the hip. Hold it there, push the knee away from you. Now point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. 1 more, point, flex, hold, push the knee away, and bring the knee towards you now, pulling it towards your chest. Keep that knee pushed away now. You might be shaking a little bit here. Hold it. Push that foot up to the ceiling. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now relax and release that leg to the ground. So that was just a quick hamstring routine to strengthen and stretch those hamstrings in the posterior chain. Hopefully this will help enhance your workouts and your runs. Thanks so much for joining me and have a great workout.